Stop looking for you in other people. We all know those times where we feel low, those times where we feel empty. What's the first thing we do? We pick up the phone, we call somebody, and we make that feeling go away. And yeah, the feeling might go away for a little bit. We might feel a little better after that. But when we're back by ourselves, we're back in our own room, we got nobody to talk to, we got nobody by our side, we feel empty again. We feel lost again, we feel low again, because you know why? Outside of God, the one who created us, nobody on this earth was designed to fill that hole that may be inside of you. Nobody else was designed to fill what you might be missing. Nobody. Because it's not their job. And it never was their job. And the moment you realize that is the moment you can start really and truly finding yourself. Finding who you are. Finding ways to love yourself. Finding ways to be there for yourself. Finding a way to just find joy with you. So let's talk about how you do that. First of all, you got to realize that it's your responsibility. Like, it's on you. Nobody can make you be there for yourself. Nobody can help you be there for yourself. Nobody can save you. You got to find ways to be there for you. You got to find ways to be appreciative. You got to find ways to find joy and find peace in yourself. And I've realized that since a little kid that nobody's going to come save me. Nobody. Ever since I was little, I was finding ways to be there for me. I was finding ways to entertain myself. I was finding ways to make me happy. I was finding ways to just find joy in life. I was appreciative for the blessings, appreciative for everything that I have. And through that, I found joy myself. I spent a lot of time alone. I spent a lot of time finding the things that I love, finding the things that make me happy. And when you take the time necessary to do so, you can find a way to be there for you. You can find out who you really are. Because at the end of the day, we all want somebody to be there for us. We all want somebody to be on our side. We all want somebody in our life and somebody to hold us down. But if I'm being honest, it's hard for somebody to be there for you if you can't even be there for yourself. It's hard for somebody to show up for you and believe in you if you can't even show up for yourself or believe in yourself. It's hard for somebody to pour into you and you can't even pour into yourself. It's hard for somebody to give you energy and you can't even give energy to yourself. And I could go on and on. I tell you all the time, you cannot pour into anybody else if you're trying to pour from an empty cup. So in order to make your cup full, you got to pour into it. You got to give time to yourself. You got to give energy to yourself. You got to be there for you. You got to make sure you're good before anything else or anybody else, because if you're not good, none of your energy you give out, none of your time you give out is going to be the best. It's not going to be good. You have to be there for you first so everything else can fall into line. You got to have your back first so you can have everybody else's. You got to pour into you so you can give that energy to other people when they might need it. Because I feel like today we've become too dependent on people nowadays. Way too dependent. For happiness, for joy, for peace, for whatever we depend on people on, we're just too dependent. Because we got to think, bro, when that person may no longer be in our life, what do we have? That person we're dependent on for happiness, for joy, for peace, for whatever we depend on them on, when they're gone, or when that relationship may end, if we stop being cool, what do we have? And I've been there before, just recently. A couple years ago, I was there. I was so dependent on this relationship for happiness. I was so dependent on this person for joy, for my self-esteem, to make me feel good. I was dependent on that. I didn't know who I was anymore. I didn't know how to pour into me anymore. I didn't know how to be there for myself. And when that relationship was over, I was like, whoa, but what am I doing? What do I do now? Who am I? Because I didn't take the time necessary to be there for me. I didn't spend time pouring into me before I was trying to pour into that other person. Before I tried to pour into that relationship, I was just expending all of my energy. I was draining myself and not focusing on me. So if we never break this cycle, when the time comes when we're alone, how do we expect to find happiness? If we're constantly trying to go to other people for that. If we're depending on other people, like we get out of a relationship and we try to hop back in another one just to be happy. How about you spend some time by yourself and learn to be happy with you? Learn to be at peace with you. Learn to find joy within yourself. Like we got to break this cycle of being so dependent on people. Like, yeah, you might be dependent on that person for happiness, for peace, for joy, whatever. But what if that person is no longer in your life? What are you going to do then if you don't have yourself? If you don't have your own back? Because outside of God, the one who created us, the one who brought us here, we're all we got. You're all you have. When things start to hit the fan, nobody got you like you got yourself. Nobody has your back like you do. You came here alone, we're going to leave here alone. At some point, you got to understand that. At some point, you have to take your time and your energy and give it to yourself. It's not selfish to do so. It's necessary. So our relationships work better. So when we're at our job, that goes smoother. So everything in life just works. We have to be there for us. There's going to be times where you got to pick yourself up. But if you don't know how to, you're not going to be able to. There's going to be times where you might be the only person in your life. Like nobody might be around you. You might not have no friends. You might not have no relationships, whatever. And you got to be there for you. There's going to be times where that happens, and that's perfectly fine. Because you should be able to be there for yourself. You should be able to find happiness with yourself, to be fulfilled with yourself. Like you look yourself in the mirror every single day. Nobody else does. That's you. You looking at yourself. Be there for that person. Be there for that person that you look at in the mirror every single day when you wake up. Because that's all you really got. That's it. You got yourself. People may say they got your back. People may say they're going to be there for you. People may say they loyal, whatever they say. But if their actions don't show it, then there's your answer right there. Like I said, when things start to hit the fan, when things might start to go bad, you got to be there for you. Because nobody got you like you got yourself. So while you in your room tonight, after you watch this video, just sit with yourself. No phone, no TikTok, no YouTube, no nothing. Just sit there. Silence. Just sit there and ask yourself this question: who am I when nobody else is around? And genuinely answer it. Ask yourself that question and answer it. Because at the end of the day, that person needs you the most. That person you are when nobody else is around is who you need the most. So stop looking for you and other people and find yourself. Be there for you, not anybody else. Those people will come. Those people will go. There's people that's going to stick around. There's people that's not. But be there for you. Find happiness, find joy, find peace in yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're all you got. But that'll be all for this video, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you like this video, go ahead, hit that sub button. Run over to 1K subs. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I will see y'all in the next one.